but I'm still on my phone. So let me just do this. So I'm sending out the YouTube link for those who are going, because we're already at capacity. So you guys have really bring it out. So I'll have to share with you. These are the link. So let's see. Okay, here's the link. You guys are really to this. So you guys you really shown us that you need to think about. So this is the YouTube link for those who are already not joined us. Yeah, so this is the beauty about redundancy and high availability. I realized whatever happened, then I said I'll join on two devices just in case. So one of my slots was taken up. Again, I wanted to make a presentation on who I am, and then and why we are doing this, and who the communities that I represent. For those who know me, my name is Kevin Tuwei, and I'm a community builder. I lead several communities, namely the ones that are of interest to this challenge is the HashiCorp user group Meru, which is based out of Meru in Kenya. And also lead the AWS AIML user group Kenya, which is also still headquartered in Meru County in Kenya. Yeah, I think those are the ones. And again, I hold positions in other communities such as the Nairobi DevOps community. Yeah, and a number of things is I work as a cloud technology consultant, as well as a corporate technical trainer for and mentor for AWS. I also have had an opportunity to speak at Hashi Talks Africa 2025, and very keen in supporting. I'm on a mission to reach over 100,000 young people across the globe, especially the African continent, in cloud, cybersecurity, and AIML. I'm so happy that this year, we did our second edition of the 30-day Terraform challenge. And this year, we've had two more communities come, one more community, because last year we did HashiCorp user group Meru as AWS AML user group Kenya. And we now coming together with EVOPS to come up with a 30-day Terraform challenge that has never been done the way we are doing it this year round. And I'm so happy you guys have really shown up. At some point, I couldn't send all emails at the same time. I had to send it in like 4 batches. You guys have really shown up. We had over 600 registrations, and right now we are over 200 on Luma. You guys have really shown up, and we really want you to maintain the momentum, keep up on the consistency. And this year round, we are doing something very different. We are giving you the power to define what consistency means to you. As much as it's called a 30-day Terraform challenge, we understand some of you are juggling these with work, you're juggling these with your studies, and you're juggling these with many other different things that you're doing. But ideally, when you say you define your consistency, for example, you might be more of a weekend person, you might be more of a person who can put up like 2 or 3 days worth of learning in one day, depending on what it is. So yeah, I also manage an Atlassian community. It's just that it's not of an interest. If I start mentioning the communities that I lead, we'll be here the whole day, and the communities that I'm also part of and the professional associations. It's just that I just decide on the things that are very relevant to any particular session. So as I've said, you're going to define your own consistency. We have James, who is the platform engineer for EVOPS and the one of the leads of the EVOPS community that we're working with. And I'm super excited because I've already tested the platform. I've seen how the challenges are going to be, and I'm super excited. I don't want to preempt what James is going to be demonstrating for us, so that it doesn't say like, Kevin, surely, what do you want me to present now that you've said everything? The only thing that I'll ask you is, I know how things are usually normally at the very start. People are super excited. They're doing things. They're here day 1, day 2. Then by the time we get to day 20, the Zoom is not even reaching capacity. But it's understandable. But the only thing I would like to ask you is, don't look at the crowd. Choose what consistency means to you and stick through it to it. Be a finisher. Don't be a starter and not a finisher. Be the one person who you can pat yourself in the back and enjoy the small wins. That one article, that one post, that one thing that you've done to take you closer to the end of the challenge, count it as a win, celebrate it, and let us do that. There's something new in the platform that is so community driven. I'm really tempted of sharing about those features, but I'm holding myself back because I need to let James have something to share with us. So with that, without any further ado, I'd like to invite James. Again, if you have any questions, please put them up on the Zoom chat or the YouTube chat. We were on the AWS AML, but that's also my YouTube channel that we are live on. So feel free to also do that. You're going to be having a couple of different things. Something about the challenge, it's going to be kicking off today, all through to the 15th of April next month, that is 2026. There's going to be a couple of giveaways. That is why we want you to register on Luma, because you're going to use the data on Luma to share with IBM, who are uh, who is the mother company for HashiCorp. And with that, they're going to now determine the kind of uh, like giveaways and the vouchers and a couple of different things here. At some point in the challenge, you're going to also invite people from the HashiCorp team to speak to you and provide insights, especially in this age of agentic DevOps and how things are changing in the security space, DevSecOps. We want you to get the latest trends in these. So apart from learning through the challenge and getting to the basics, just as someone was asking, it's beginner friendly. You're going to go from zero to hero, from beginner to intermediate to probably at the last end of intermediate. You're not going to promise advanced, but you're going to get somewhere where you can say you can deploy production ready CI/CD workflows on whichever provider. As much as Terraform is cloud provider agnostic, we are working with the AWS AML user group, which is also supporting these particular this particular challenge. And you're also going to be having talks with the AWS user group community to avail things such as AWS credits and other different giveaways that are there. I can't promise a couple of things, but one thing I can assure you that once you're here, you're already getting knowledge. You're something that is assured is you're going to get knowledge and you're working round the clock. We're not a big team, we're just a team of three. I believe Nelson was trying to speak to you. And I think maybe now Nelson is watching on YouTube because he lost a slot. Anyways, that is how life is. And with that, James, I don't know whether you're in a position to share your screen. I don't know whether you made
Yeah,
the
I am.
post. Yes, you should. And yeah, by all means, the floor is yours, the mic is yours, the video is yours.
Okay, nice. Hey guys, so I am. Hope you guys can hear me clearly. I am James Karaoke, one of the founder in EVOps. Yeah, I'm one of the founder in EVOps. So let me tell you a background about EVOps. Yeah, we are basically we are community, but we are building our own platform where it is a platform where we have free courses, we have free lab challenges, we are going to be posting jobs, but some of these features they're not online. Our current platform is still under development. So this platform, we Tuwei, we had a meeting with Tuwei, and then we came to an agreement that we should kind of like use the platform, but it's currently under development. So you guys are going to be one of our beta testers. So we actually don't even we have not deployed it into an actual domain. So we deployed it into Vercel temporarily, so into a stage environment. So don't worry if you think we don't have a domain, because we can't just deploy it with a domain and we're still developing those Google crawl bots. They're going to crawl in a site that we are still developing. So we are trying to avoid that. So we kind of use the Vercel domain, temporary domain for staging, so that we can block it from the internet. But you guys are our beta testers, so I really hope you guys can cope with that. Most of the pages there you will see coming soon page. I will take you through the entire site. So this is the site. Let me share my screen, and then let me share my screen. Okay, just a minute. Okay, let me just share the tab. Oops. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, yes, James, your screen is visible.
Okay. I don't know why. Just a minute. Okay. So this is our main page. I'm going to give you guys a link. This is our main page. I don't know if dark mode or light mode, which one is better. I don't know. I'm using dark mode. I don't know which one is better, dark or light. So you can toggle dark or light. I don't know. I think let me use light so that you guys can see it properly. So you'll just come here, and most of these pages, some of them are coming soon, but this is our main pages. So you're just going to come and you're going to log in. Normally, I will prefer login with Google, and then you can choose you can choose a model will pop up, and then you can use your one of your email. Yeah. So this is a staging environment. Okay. So it's going to bring you to this page. On our first page, it's actually coming. So we're still building all this page. So you are our actual beta testers. So later on, you'll have access to all this. You'll have access to jobs, blogs, events, chats, and all of these things. So when you're brought to this page, you're just going to go to challenge. Okay. Or you can open this tab, and then you can go to here lab challenge. Okay. So when you go to challenge, you have only uploaded one channel, one challenge, which is the 30-day Terraform challenge. So this one, you're just going to click, and then a model is going to open. You can read the description here and all the challenges. We have only uploaded 10 challenges first, but we're going to upload more until 30 challenges. Yeah, so you are going just to click see more. I'm going to share the link. Maybe Nelson, you can share the link of the app in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So through here, there's a button here where you can see the people who are attempting the challenge. Yeah, and you can connect with them. You can just open, and then you can text them. You can open for anyone. Yeah.
James, maybe you can share the link on the Zoom chat for
Yeah.
those who
I
are
just
here. Then I'll also
okay.
share on the YouTube and I'll
Okay.
also share in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Let me just copy paste it. This is the staging, so guys don't worry. Okay, let me share it on my chat. So guys, don't worry. You guys are we are still staging the application, so don't worry about the domain. Okay. So through this page, you can see that we have this button where it has three attempting. So three people are attempting. So this was me and Tuei that and Nelson. We were testing the application. As I told you, you can open that sheet on the left side, and then you can text anyone the way you want. And then on the right side, you're going to open the task. Okay. So these are all the tasks here. Okay. All the tasks. You can't see the next task or even the third one, the fourth one until you have completed the first one. So I need you guys to know that. You see, all of these tasks, they are locked so that you guys cannot know what's going to happen on the next task. We just want to be fair because someone can just come and read all of them and then they come and submit them in one go, which it's actually not fair. So we have locked them. So until you complete this one, okay? And each task has points. Each task has points. When you complete that task, the minimum you can get is 25% of that point. Okay, I'll tell you guys how the system is going to be calculating the entire points. Up to there, does anyone has a question before I tell you how we're going to calculate those points? Anyone has a question?
Yeah, also, if you have a question, please raise your hand first so that we have a bit of coordination and we can give you an opportunity to speak.
Somebody's asking, I need to sign up. Yes, you need to sign up. How? That's the only way we can track users.
Yeah, I
Anyone
think
who
so
wants,
far so good.
yeah.
Proceed.
You can admit Nelson. I think some people have left. I don't know. They're joining. Okay. Okay. Have you heard? So on the right side we have the task. On the left side we have the people who are attempting the lab. Okay. So this is how we are going to be calculating the points. Okay. Let's say, I'm just giving an example. Let's say a task, all tasks are 24 hours, for 24 hours, which is one day. Okay, so all the tasks they're for one day. Now let me give you an example, because to calculate one day it's going to be complicated in my head. Let's say you, one task is it's 100 hours, just 100 hours. I'm giving you an example. If you finish 25% earlier of that time, that means you finish within 25 hours. Okay, the challenge is 100 hours. You finish before 25 hours. You're going to be awarded 75 points extra. Okay, so if the points were 100, you're going to have 175 points. So the people who are going to finish it faster, they're going to get extra bonus points. So if it was 100 hours and then you finish 25 hours earlier, you're going to get an extra 75. If you finish it 50 hours earlier, okay, you are going to get 50 points extra. If the points were 100, you're going to get 150. If you finish, if you finish 75 hours earlier, you're going to get a bonus of 25%. So instead of 100, you're going to get plus 100, plus 25, I mean. So you're going to have 125. And then in between that and 100, you're still going to get the exact points. Okay. So what about if you finish late? If you finish late, 25% past the exact hour. If it was 100 hours and then you finish it past 125 hours, you're going to be deducted 25 25 points. So if it was 100, you're going to get 75 instead of 100. Okay? If you end up finishing 50% late, maybe you take 150 plus hours, you're going to be deducted 50%, okay, of the total points. So you're going to have 50 instead of 100. If you go to 75% late, you're going to be deducted 75%. So you're going to have 25. That is the minimum. So over 100 tasks, if you finish late with 75% of that time, yeah, you're going to be deducted 75 points and you're going to have the minimum of the entire points. So if the challenge is you're supposed to finish it today and you finish it tomorrow at a time like this, you're going to get the 25% of the total points. But if you finish it earlier, you're going to get an extra. So people can actually go very, very fast from the rest. And remember, we have a leaderboard. So leaderboard, the people who are top performers, they're going to be appearing on the leaderboard. You guys will see here the top three people that they will always be appearing on the leaderboard, and then we will always be giving them a hall of fame every every week. I think that's how we agreed into a. And maybe if there's any kind of offer, the guys at the leaderboard, they're the ones who are going to be given those kind of offer or anything. And when the challenge ends, obviously the guys at the leaderboard, they're the one who are going to receive more according to whatever to where he said, but we're not promising anything right now currently. Yeah. And then here there is rankings. Okay. So here is ranking. You will able to locate your position where you are. Maybe you are at the bottom, maybe you are top 5, maybe you are whatever. So the more you are at the top, maybe we can come and then we can say top 10 people. We are giving them vouchers, we are giving them this, we're giving them this and this, we're giving them swags, top 10. So you never know. Just make sure you're at the top. The challenges are very easier. Yeah, I mean they're very easy. So and then we have a workspace. In workspace, this is where you're going to document your work. Okay. So let's say you have done a task and you've completed it, and maybe you have done it using GitHub. You can come here and put your GitHub repo. Maybe the live app link, maybe you can put maybe your LinkedIn post for that project. Yeah. And then here in documentation, you're going to document your work here. So this is a rich text editor. You can actually expand the screen and then it can go to full screen, and then you can minimize through here. Okay, you can just put your mouse here, then you can minimize. So right here, you can write in Markdown, you can write in rich text editor, you can add pictures, you can add anything, you can just type anything here. You can add code, like you can just add code. Okay, you can just come and add any kind of code, like you can select script, whatever code you can do it here. Okay, so and then you can go there and then you can complete the task. Once you complete the task, you have it's going to show that you have completed the actual task. Okay, so there are those confetti you see. I've completed earlier, so it's 150 points. Oh, 12 people have already joined. Okay, you see, so I can appear in the actual leaderboard or in rankings first of all. Wait, let me try to refresh it first of all. I didn't know people have already joined. People are attempting. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't select a task. Task completed. Wait a minute. How many people are joining? Overview details. No rankings yet. I have not completed this task. Let me try to complete the second one. Just a minute. I know the problem. I know the problem. There's a. You can just continue. I know there's only one problem here. I've not allowed the. I've not allowed my Firebase indexing. Just a minute. It's a little. It's just a little thing I have to allow because people are joining. Anyway, that's it. The workspace is where you are going to be writing. You're going to be, and then you see when you complete a certain task, it's going to show you are complete, and then you can come and edit. And remember, if you edit on later on, you're going to deduct you points because you can't come in day 30 and start editing your workspace. You can come and edit it because that will be cheating. So we are going to deduct you points. Okay. So I don't know if anyone has a question who can ask me. Anyone who has a question?
If you
How
have a
do you know
question, you
the
can
user
raise your
submitted
hand.
correct? Or how do you know the user
Uh,
submitted correct workings? Okay, how do you know? Yeah, how do we know? The reason how we know it, I just wanted to. I'm doing something called composite indexing in Firestore, so I'm going to show you in a minute how it looks. We will be able to see your work. So if you write the wrong work, we will be coming every day here to review it. Just a minute. It's going to show you right now. Just a minute. It's building that composite index for those who have used Firestore before. We will be able to know and we'll be able to vote. Okay. So here in rankings, it will show total rankings of people. Okay. So if you try to do something that is wrong and maybe you try to cheat, we are going to downvote you. People can actually downvote you here. Everyone here will be able to see your work. They can come here and then they can see your work. So if you cheated or you tried something else different, they're going to come here and then they're going to like downvote you. So if you try to cheat, and also we have our admins who like are actual will be coming every day to check everyone who has done the right job. If you have done the wrong job, we are going to deduct your points. So that's how we can see. Just a minute, it's going to load. It's still building my composite index. Anyone? Let me see any question. It's
there's a question from.
someone is saying Railman debugging production. No, I'm using staging. I had switched my database to production, so it I didn't have that composite index. That's funny actually. Can we resubmit multiple times in case if there is any issue in the first submit? Yes, you can do it, but the more you do it, the more you're going to deduct you points. So you can't keep on editing a job. You'll end up missing all the 100 points for that from that challenge. You haven't missed a lot. We're testing in production. No, we getting feedback was
Maybe the other thing you can mention is I don't know, is the activity feed going to be working for the challenge?
the activity. What do you mean?
Like where people can see what others have posted,
Yes, yes, yes. It's in
like
rankings.
the
Just
social
a
media
minute.
part of things.
That's why
Okay.
my database is syncing. That's why somebody made a joke that we are debugging in production, which is true. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, here it is. So you're going to see people. You see, there's someone who has already done. Or Kevin Toy had tested a few. So here you'll be able to see all the people that are submitted. You see, all of you have 0 points. All of you that have tried, you all have 0 points. Okay, okay. So right here, I can come and then I can check my work. I can open that model and then I can see mine. You see, so I'll be able to see my documentation for that person. This is mine. But for two-way, I'll be able to see also for two-way. And then maybe if he has done some shady work, okay, he did some nice work. And then I'll say, okay, maybe he did the right job. I'm going to upvote him. Okay, now two-way is at the leaderboard, okay? You see, two-way now is at the leaderboard, okay? With 393 points. Hey, who is this? This guy has completed two tasks. Sunil Kumar. No, you are lying. Sunil, have you completed your work? You see, like, you see a guy like this a lot. Oh, he's testing. You are testing.
He doesn't know he's testing in production. He's
He's
testing in
testing.
production and he loses
You know,
points.
Sunil, when you come to edit your work, it's going to deduct you. Don't test. But anyway, you have got 263 points. You see someone like this who is cheating. You see, he just faked it. Hello, testing. I can downvote him, but I'm not going to do it. I can downvote him. Okay. So here is the leaderboard. So people will be seeing it, and then here is their comparison, just a dashboard to compare the top three guys people here. So to raise the first with 293, yeah. So these points will go up to around 5,000, I think so. So the moment
Yeah,
you
just as a
complete,
disclaimer, I don't intend to be at the top of the leaderboard. I was just doing the testing. So you'll see me
yeah,
down
no, we are
there.
testing. We are all testing. Yeah, we are all testing. We are all testing. Yeah. So there are 30 people. Oh, so yeah. So anyone who has a question. Testing in production is real fun. Hot fix rankings. Are we using our personal AWS account to deploy each task? Maybe Tuwei can add on that. Are they
Yeah,
using?
just
It
to
depends.
mention is yes, yes. It depends on how you decide to do it. You might be having like let's say a WizLab subscription. Then by all means you can use WizLabs. If you're having a QA or a sandbox environment that you've gotten from a program that you're doing and you have an AWS sandbox, by all means you can use that. But if you don't have any of that, we recommend that you use your personal AWS account. If you don't have the steps of the challenge require you to set up your accounts, right, James? Those are how this first days challenges.
Okay, what are you saying?
Hmm. I was saying is
Yes.
the first 2 days they think it's about understanding ISC and setting up your infra and
Yeah.
showing us that you've set up your I mean your not your infra, your environment. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Someone is asking you here. Can you dispute downvotes in case it was a wrong malicious downvote and your work is legit? Okay. If your work is legit and somebody downvoted you, if one person downvotes you, you're going to be negative 30. Okay. Let's say that is not very bad to too bad. You can come and report, but 30 points it's not that bad. But take an example. If 10 people don't vote you, you have a problem actually. There's a problem there. 10 people cannot downvote you. Okay. So can anyone upvote, downvote, or is it locked? No, 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 no. Anyone can upvote or downvote. We left it for everyone. So if you see somebody's project is actually malicious, you're not obviously the only one seeing it. So you can actually downvote that person. So yeah, that's it. Another one is asking if I am tied with number one and I don't vote, is that okay? If I am tied with number if I am tied with number one and I don't you want to do now if that happens now we are going to be checking it now. We are going actually to that's actually it's cheating now. The person who is doing it now you can actually get penalized for that. Yeah, we have people we were managing database, and we have admins who are managing it behind the scene. Yeah. Can we omit account IDs from the task? Atu, oh, there's a task. No, let me. Can we omit
Maybe I
account
can answer that.
IDs?
Maybe I can
What did
answer
what
that.
did
Yes. So
Yes, answer
if
it.
you're doing anything on your personal account and you take a screenshot, you feel free to mask your account ID or whatever you deem as personal information. By all means, when you're doing your any of your documentation, feel free to mask out or blur anything that you consider personal information before you document and submit on the platform.
Or someone is saying, I will suggest that downvote and upvoting should be an admin role. You know, the thing about the entire platform, it was not made for this just one challenge. A lot of things will be doing, it will be open for everyone. Once the app is live, it will be open for anyone to come and use it. So admins will not be always there to watch challenges or whatever, blah, blah. The thing is, admins, we can actually rectify your, if there's any kind of, maybe somebody is downvoting you for whatever reason, but one person can actually downvote you because maybe they hate you or whatever, blah blah, or they just want to overtake you. But I don't think 10 people can downvote you. Plus we'll be watching. If you downvote somebody and there's nothing wrong with their project, and then we are going to give you back your points. Yeah, so we are, as I said, we are, you guys are our first beta test. You are our beta tester, so we want to get feedbacks and to know maybe if you can actually rectify. Actually, I love the feedback that you guys are giving. Will be shared. What
Just to
happens
mention
if?
is we are before you go to the next question, I just want to say like we are looking at ourselves as a very inclusive community, and I know people can think, okay, someone can go shady on me. If you do that on someone, you're going against the code of conduct, because you remember when you RSVP'd, there was an agreement. Maybe you never read it. So you better consider that you're going to maintain a code of honor and a code of conduct. If you don't, definitely we'll have no other ways but remove you from the challenge, and you lose everything that you are trying to work hard for. So we believe that everyone is going to get, it's an opportunity for you to practice being
Yeah.
inclusive, being accommodative, and doing everything.
Okay, Gamel is asking, what happens if no one upvotes your work at all? It does not matter. Let me tell you, if you are very quick in finishing your project and you're doing it the right way, okay, you will be getting more points than even the actual person who's being upvoted, because you are getting 75 points extra of the total points. If it's 100, you are getting 175 if you finish them earlier and you're doing a great work. Okay, so it's not about being voted and being upvoted. We only introduced voting because we kind of found out that people might cheat. So if somebody is cheating, all of us can go and downvote that person. Maybe they're at the top for nothing. So we can, all of you here have the power. So make sure you're also reading other people's project. You understand, if somebody is cheating, we have the chat group there, we can discuss, and then we can say, hey, this person is actually cheating. If 10 person, if 10 people don't vote you, you are minus 300 points, because each point is 30, each vote is 30 points. Yeah. That's it. Another question. Must day one task be completed today? Yes. Not today. Okay. The moment you attempted the moment you attempted this lab, and then your time starts ticking. Okay. So if you have already attempted it, it starts sticky. It's going to start counting your time from today until tomorrow. So you have 24 hours. If you've already attempted the first task. Okay, when you finish the first task, we're going to start counting the second one, so you don't have any time to pause. Yeah, as I think this was not answered, how about correcting them and helping them to learn? Yes, we'll be correcting everyone. We will be having session every now and then. Yeah, we are going to be helping everyone. There's nothing like wrong answer and right answer here. Okay, the thing is, have you tried actually even doing it? There's someone who can cheat, who can submit a blank work. That's now it's cheating. But if somebody has done something but they are wrong, I think even that person is better than the person who didn't even try it. So there's nothing like here. We don't have wrong or right answers here. Okay. If you are stuck, you can always reach me. I'm very experienced with Terraform. Tuwe is very experienced. Nelson is very experienced. Nelson was our winner last year, whatever. And he got swags, he got vouchers. Yeah, I can tell you guys. Can you have the downvoting or upvoting action be tied with the comments? About the comments, we are still in we are this is a staging environment. That's a very good review. Maybe we'll think about adding it if you want comments or anything. This is just the staging. This is a staging. So you guys are our beta testers. Yeah. That's why we needed all your emails for all these. We can't take the application public right now. Do the challenges open on a schedule or they are all opened in batches? Someone can speedrun the challenge. You can speedrun the way you want as long as you finish the first one. The moment you finish the first one, the second one will open. Okay. You cannot open all the challenge all at once. So the moment you finish the first one and you have submitted it, it's going to open the second one. Okay. You finish the second one, it's going to open the third one. If you think you're going to trick us and maybe you submit blank and then you go to re-edit them, the system is going to deduct you because you're trying to edit a work that you already submitted it, because that's actually cheating. I see trouble in a so to fully gain the points, you must complete the task and the documentation, or you can just complete the task and be awarded the points instantly and then do the documentation later. Oh, this is what I thought before even you asked this question while you were developing the app. Yeah, I know somebody might think, let me just submit the work and then I come and do the documentation later. We're going to know it. It's going to know that you are editing your job, so it's going to deduct you points. So you might even end up negative points instead of positive points because you're trying to cheat. So make sure you take your time to edit, to complete it. It's very easy. Something is just a simple task, just a simple task, something that you can do even in 20 minutes. It's not a lot. Must day one task be completed today? You have 24 hours if you've already enrolled. So if you have already enrolled, you have 24 hours to complete it. If you don't complete it and you complete it tomorrow, like maybe the day after, maybe you complete it on Wednesday, you're going to have the minimum 25% of that point. So that's very little. You're going to have a hard time reaching at the top. Okay. What time are we expected to finish the challenge before we can start another? There's no specific time. The maximum time you have is 1 day for each challenge. The more you delay after 1 day, the more you're going to be deducted points from the total points. Okay, so you can finish it with 1 hour, with 30 minutes. The earlier you finish it, the more you get bonus points. Okay, do we have a challenge today? Challenges are there. Even if you are sharp, you can do even 2 challenges today if you want. Yes, you can do them. Okay, what if I was testing? Will I still get penalized and I was just testing? You're going to be penalized, I think so. Make sure you finish it today if you have tested it. Make sure you do it today. Do not test in production. Or if you have tested it, come and text me. I am Caris in the WhatsApp chat. I am going to refresh your points to go back to the way it was. So if you were testing, I'm going to fix it. Okay, we are going to reset your account if you are testing it. Yeah, that's fine. Nelson has said it. Trying to register stuck at going to dashboard. You're trying to register stuck at going to dashboard after filling profile. Why are you stuck? Why are you the only one stuck? No, I think there's make sure you fill all the form correctly. If you see like you're being restricted, make sure you fill all the forms correctly. I've seen the challenge involves blogs and social media. Is this a prerequisite for unlocking the next step? No. Once you submit your task, the next one will open. About writing the blog, Kevin, can you like emphasize about this? Are there must to, is there a
Yeah,
must for them to write a blog?
yeah, yeah. So ideally, just know that for HashiCorp, for AWS, for wherever, to give us anything to give you guys, you cannot build in private and then you say, do you know we have been having something somewhere in a corner called EVOPS? You have to build in public. So ideally, anyone would be eligible for any prize or anything that we're going to be given out. You should be able to to blog, and you can do it in various formats. You can decide to do a YouTube walkthrough, you can decide to do a Medium article or Hashnode or whichever blogging platform, or you can even do now a LinkedIn post to add on to whatever. Just make sure that if you're doing it also on social media, you use the official hashtag so that we can use that to track those who are consistently popping up on the social media. I think the hashtags are going to be available there. Yes, Medium is amazing. Medium has a good SEO. Even when you do something on Medium, the AI reads Medium more than others. I don't know how it does that, but yeah. So preferably Medium. I'm not biased. I know there's others like Dev2 or Hashnodes, but Medium does an amazing job. And the other thing about this is if you're not an AWS community builder, your articles can count towards your application come January 2027, which can give you a very good chance to become an AWS community builder next year.
Yeah, okay. So another one is something I've seen the challenges involved blogs. I've already answered you. What about exams? But if you finish all these challenges, I don't think you'll ever have an issue with exams. Isn't that right, Dwayne?
Yes, yes. Just to mention is as the voucher that you're going to get maybe for Terraform. Just know Terraform Associate certification moved from 003 to 004. So we are working with IBM. They're going to be checking our Luma. They're going to be checking the numbers of people who have been registered. They're going to be checking the participation and the consistency. And then they can decide, hey, I can see you're going to get like 30 or 40 finishers. So let's get you like this number of associate certification vouchers to give out. So, and just note that if you're going to, for if the community is going to get 30 vouchers, we're going to give you all those 30 vouchers. There's no holding, there's no nothing. The challenge is for you, and the challenge is getting us, if it gets us 30 vouchers, we're going to give 30 people vouchers. If it's going to get us 100 vouchers, you're going to get people 100. But I cannot promise the number because it's something that is in the purview or the or what or the control of HashiCorp and IBM or the Terraform Associate.
Okay. Someone is asking, how do we know our deadline? The actual deadline is actually 30 days from right now, but you can finish these challenges earlier. Okay, just know the maximum is 30 days because each day there's a challenge for each day. So the maximum is 30 days from today. Right now we have uploaded only 10 challenges. You're going to see more, they're going to come later on, more of the challenges. Because we had to
James,
re-edit them. Where is the WhatsApp chat? Uh,
James,
yes,
I have something I wanted to add
yes.
on the posting on the social media that is building on public. Yeah, I would also want to encourage guys. Once you post either on Medium, it is good also to post on your LinkedIn account. It's going to add you more value. You're going to even build in public and also network with other DevOps and cloud engineers. And also we have hashtags on those tasks. If you check down there on the README file, you'll find that we have the hashtag that you're supposed to use. I'd also encourage you to tag HashiCorp, tag AWS, AIML Group Kenya, tag EVOPS. We have those hashtags down there. Something that me personally really helped me when I was working on this challenge last year is I was really building in public, and actually
Well,
Kevin
let me
can
let me
confirm.
Nelson. You can show them maybe your swag or your exam voucher. Maybe you can show them. Do you have them there? Your swag that you were given last year.
You want to increase
Okay.
the pressure. The pressure is increasing.
Okay, Nelson was our winner last year. So maybe you can show them, maybe you just use the front camera, maybe you can show them your swag and your exam voucher. Yes. I think Falade Kahinde, you've raised your hand. You can speak maybe before Nelson shows us his swag.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you very
okay,
much. Good
Kevin,
evening.
maybe you
Can
can
you hear me?
enable
No, someone was
presenting.
speaking.
Good evening. Yeah, this is Falade.
Yes.
Yes, Falade.
Yes, so, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. I think you mentioned something about the AWS accounts we are to use. That it should be our personal account. Am I correct?
Yeah, you can use your personal account, but if you have access to a sandbox account, it doesn't matter. What matters for us is not the type of account you're using, but that you're doing the challenges. But then again, if you don't have any other access to any other way of doing an AWS account, we'd advise you open a personal one.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is that now I don't have access to my account anymore, but I am using my wife's account. So is that possible?
That is fine. That is fine. It's you who is learning actually. So it doesn't matter the kind of account. Actually, we ask you to hide. We don't want to know which the account, whose account it is, the account ID or the name. We are not going to
Oh,
tell you. We want to see that the name shows
okay.
your name on the AWS account ID. We're not going to
Okay.
ask that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Someone is
You're
asking a
welcome,
very
Falade.
important question. Someone is asking, I'm conflicted on the incentive in regards of the point system. Should the challenge seek to have as many people compete the challenge and learn more about Terraform and how to apply it? The point system sounds like school all over again. Competition goes counter to build a community beyond that day challenge. First of all, you don't have to compete. You can learn. The people who are competing,
Yeah.
they are going to get something on top of it, because this is as per HashiCorp, what they required, because they cannot just guess a number of people and give them like vouchers and swags. Okay, even like I am an AWS community builder, and thousands of people normally apply, and they normally pick specific kind of people. They're not going to pick everyone. Yeah, but everyone wants it. It's just like all these kinds of vouchers that are always online. They don't pick everyone. That's why there's this type of competition. It's just like a job. A job is almost like a competition. The one who has the best resume or the best experience is the one who's going to get the job. So I think I've answered your question. If you don't want to compete and learn, that is even better for you. Just learn. If you are the last one here, you're not going to be like penalized. You're not going to be charged any kind of amount of money. The best thing that you'll get away out from this is knowledge. Yeah, so you don't have to compete if you don't want, but if you really want the swags and you want the vouchers, and then compete. Yeah, but if you just want to learn, you don't have to do it. So you are free to do what you want. It's free education. Okay, just to confirm, did you say blogging was mandatory? Sorry, I missed this. Yeah, I think Kevin answered this about blogging. We have to notify HashiCorp and AWS that we are actually doing something, and it will help you. It will help you. I'm normally not I normally write my blogs, but nobody's always rewarding me like, oh, like write this blog and then we're going to reward you or something. No, I do it. I do it passionately. That's why I was picked to be like an AWS community builder. Yeah, so learn to document your job and build in public. I think it's going to help you. What time will the walkthrough session be? Walkthrough.
Maybe before you go too far, if someone here is maybe, let's say, hesitant or maybe thinking about what does actually blogging mean, we can organize a session and get people up and running on how to write a good article. What are the structures of a good article, like an article writing workshop of sorts. We can organize that for anyone who might even be scared and wondering what is blogging and article writing in the very first place, so that you get very quality articles out there, because those can even get you a job.
Someone is asking, task one, read Terraform up and running by. Will you send them that book? Do you have a PDF?
Yes, we have a link to the book. Let me share the link to the book.
Okay, yeah, Kevin is going to share the link. Amrut was asking you, so he's going to send that link. Let me see how many people have actually signed in. Okay, authentication. Let me just check my database. if you have any question, be free to ask me through WhatsApp. Like I am Karis in the WhatsApp chat box in WhatsApp, so you can come and ask me anything. If you find the app is kind of like misbehaving, please come and report. We're going to appreciate your feedback because you are our beta testers. The app cannot be 100% perfect on the first trial, especially if there is a high traffic. So if you're experiencing any kind of issues, please send me a message and the issue that you are experiencing, and then we're going to fix it. Or maybe you can't access your account or anything like that. As I have told you, you are beta testers. That's why we are using that Vassal domain. Yeah, we can't expose it to the public and we have not finished developing it. Yeah. Can the book be shared to WhatsApp channel? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Kevin is actually sending it. Yeah. Ebu, elaborate on this again. Oh, please, please use English because I know there's some people here from different countries. Elaborate on this again. When I finish task 2 timer for task 3 immediately starts and so on. So immediately I start, I'm required to log in continuously. Yes. you are you are required to log in, but if you have one day, you have 24 hours, to do it. So the minimum point, if you complete it within 24 hours, you're going to get the exact points that you are going to be rewarded. You're not going to lose anything. Yes. So you have 24 hours. The problem is going to be if you finish it late and
Yeah, the other thing is to mention is there are other ways of gaining points like getting upvoted. So you don't have to worry. You can
yeah.
even do your articles and you're getting the minimum 25%, and but you're coming up with something so good that the community loves you and you're getting the points. And just to mention is as the admins, you are not solely, is it solely? Okay, solely solely relying on the point system. There, we're going to look at other things, even how you're helping others in the WhatsApp group. The other things we are human beings. We're going to decide what. We are not robots. We are not AI agents. We're going to look at other things that are going to give us and say, let's give so and so the voucher because they are so helpful, or let's give so and so the whatever it is. So it doesn't mean that we're just limited on just using the point system. The gamification of the challenge is to help you get ahead, stay consistent, support each other, and all these other different things. But it's not like unhealthy competition, illicit competition. You can even decide never to look at the leaderboard and the ranking, and you still get the swag. So you don't have to be so fixated with the point system.
Okay. Anyone else who has a question? Anyone else who has a question? Is the blogging independent from doing a LinkedIn post, or do you need both? Kevin, will answer that.
Yeah, so what I can say you is that a LinkedIn post is think of it like a waiter, right? LinkedIn is like a waiter, but is a waiter is useless if they're not bringing the food to your table, right? And think of the food as your LinkedIn as your Medium article or your video, your vlogging or whatever it is. So it is your article that you're bringing to the public space and telling people, hey, I've built these and these are my learnings from it, and then we now can be able to look at it. But if you come in and say, hey, I've just completed day one of the challenge, I'm in the leaderboard, what, people are not going to. We're given by the time we get to day 30, you have forgotten your first LinkedIn post. But if you have done an article, it sticks with you, it stays. And just to mention is the best articles are going to be highlighted in our AWS Medium publication. And then you're going to also put you out in the newsletter that will go out to everyone. So you are really insisting on you coming up with the article.
Yes, and also as we explain, every week we will be the guys at the leaderboard. We are going to be giving them like a spotlight in our community everywhere. Like we are just going to broadcast them everywhere. Yeah, and yeah, I personally, I will maybe personally, I will get something. Maybe I'll give you an opportunity. Maybe I'll give somebody an opportunity for somebody who is going to appear at the top. If somebody is going to appear at the top or all through, I'm going to be able to give them an opportunity. I'm not going to mention it about where or when, but I'm just going to pick a random person as long as they're at the top. Yeah, because if there's any kind of role, I'm going to come and pick people from. If it's any role that involves AWS and Terraform, I'm going to pick from here.
And just note that there was high redundancy on that. A recording was there, a live YouTube was there, so there's no way James is going to get out of that.
What? What?
I'm saying that you are on record with that promise. You are
Yeah, yeah.
also on live on YouTube, so there's no way people have already documented that, and I know they're going to be working hard. Actually, I think that was the best thing. I wish if I was going back and taking the challenge, I'd be wanting to dance in front of James and get that opportunity.
Yeah, obviously I'll be reading. For me, I'll be reading your Terraform every kind of every day. I'm going to be reading it. So I'm going to be reading it. I will know somebody who solves problem like efficiently. Like I can know like, oh, this guy is at the top. Yeah. So yeah, that is for that sake. Because if you're actually doing everything right, as Kevin has emphasized, and then yeah, you never know. You never know. The meeting starts at 8 p.m., but how long is a session? I am asking because I can't find it stated on the event page. But you're already in here. Why are you worried?
Oh, James, I think someone also asked it on YouTube, and just wanted to note that the sessions, most of our sessions are going to be either 1 hour sessions. If you're having an expert session who's doing a demo, maybe it can go to 1 hour, 30 minutes. But ideally, we are looking at between 1 hour and 1 hour, 30 minutes. So ideally, even for this session, we are, I think, going to, because of the challenges we had with us being kicked out of our own Zoom meeting, and we started ideally at around 8:20 thereabouts. We're going to be finishing in like the 10 minutes.
Okay, nice. Okay, can I get a link to the WhatsApp group? Oh, you don't. Somebody give Daniel the link to WhatsApp group. Nelson, can you give him anyone who has a question about the challenge? Anyone who has a question about the challenges, maybe James, maybe you can create an IAM account for me to use throughout the challenge. IAM account. Joel, so you want me to give you my account? Anyway, let me show you guys how it's easier to get free AWS credits. It's very easy to get AWS credits. AWS, they rolled a new like I think a new tire for new accounts since last year July. So right now, if you sign to AWS, you're going to get 100 free credits, and then when you open some services like I don't know, RDS, Bedrock, EC2, Lambda function, you're going to get $20 extra. So you'll have a total of 200 USD credits free with AWS. If you are in Kenya, this is for somebody who's in Kenya, and maybe you find it difficult to open your account. I know that's that issue with AWS. You can't verify your account. Use Airtel number. If it still persists, use incognito mode. Okay, and please use different email, different number, and different credit card that you had used previously, and then you're going to get free credits. When I was creating an account, I have not had my social media accounts. Can it affect when I review the task? No, 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 no. No, you don't have to. You. It's not a must. You can edit your profile of. You see inside here. I don't know if you guys can still see my. Can you still my? I don't know if I'm still sharing my screen. Oh, your screen is sharing. Okay. You can come here. Mine is just a demo application. You can click profile, and then you can go to your profile. This is you're going to see your profile here, okay? But you can come here and then you can click profile, and then you can edit your profile here, okay? You can edit if you are not okay. Please do not upload the image. We are still working on the compression algorithm for profile picture. Do not upload your image. It won't go through. So as I said, we are on the stage. We are still in staging. So don't work on your profile. We are fetching the profile from your Google profile. Okay. I think I'm done if nobody has a question.
Yeah. So I can add another announcement. You're going to be having weekly pulse check sessions. And once we lock in an expert in the DevOps space to speak to you, we're going to be ideally having those sessions on maybe on Saturdays when people can have that. So that we are going to be announcing a lot of these on the Luma. So if you have not signed up on Luma or joined the WhatsApp group, please make sure you do that. We're not going to be sending emails because emails are a whole crazy process and sometimes they end up in the spam. So make sure you are signed up on Luma as also in the WhatsApp group. And for the recordings, they're going to be available on the AWS IML YouTube channel. Today, I also had to go live on my own YouTube channel. Still, also going to be making it available there too. So yeah, so that is it. That is it. Nelson, anything from your end before we wrap it up?
Yeah, sorry guys, good evening. I think on the first session, I was inside the session and actually you were having a conversation. Then when the session collapsed, I was locked out. But basically, my name is Nelson Gumo. I'm part of the community, the EVOPS, and also the AWS AIML. Last year, I was the top cohort. I'm so proud about it. I can't wait to get to the next person who is going to take over. I'm also a professional in DevOps, and I'm also passionate about cloud infrastructure and automation. Last weekend, I know we met with some of you. We were having an event where we were able even to go through Terraform. Uh, Maybe what I can just mention, maybe my advice on how to go about these 30 days. I know they are not easy. They are going to be challenging, but it's not about even completing the task. For me, what I'll be looking at is how are you collaborating with others? How are you helping others? If Kevin can tell you, I was even helping in to merge the PR. Last year, we were working with the GitHub and it was a bit challenging to maneuver in. So I was able even to assist and support in merging the PR and also maintaining the GitHub repository. So stay consistent, show up every day, even if it is for 20 minutes. Then don't skip the exercise. Repetition builds the muscle memory. Then experiment. Once you have succeeded in maybe building the infrastructure, break it. Break it from scratch, fix it, then learn why. Then ask questions. Kevin is there, James is there, I'm there to support. Your community should be your biggest asset. And then think like a cloud engineer, not just a coder. So by the end of the 30 days, you just not know Terraform. You'll think like a cloud engineer. Thank you so much, Kevin, and I look forward to it. Back to you, Kevin.
Awesome. Just thank you so much. There's a question that has been coming up as we wrap up. And the question is the elephant in the room. That is, should I use GCP? Should I use Oracle OCI? Should I use Azure? The thing is, the challenges are going to be AWS related. You're going to be talking about provision these AWS resource. If you can magically do that, like provision an AWS related resource and the code on Azure, by all means do it. If you can't, please just start by opening up with an AWS account. I know Terraform is cloud agnostic, which is awesome. I love that. But for example, we just need to choose for us to make sense of the challenge and for us not to be all over the place as the admins is we need to use one cloud provider for the challenge. And the fact that AWS IML user group is the mother the mother of the challenge. DevOps is coming in as the kid to support. Can you imagine telling the mother you love another mother? So it's going to be quite crazy. And you still want swags and things from AWS IML user group. So that's the question, the answer. That doesn't mean that you are not allowed to do it on your own personal learning to rework the challenge to be an Azure challenge it's still fine. I know you can do that. But for the purposes of the challenge, you cannot come in and submit Terraform code that deploys Azure resources or GCP resources or OCI resources for us to validate. Yeah, just to make things easier for us. I think that one is well answered. Thank you. We have 2 minutes just to get to the end. If you have any question, please let us know. Thanks so much for everyone who was also watching on YouTube. We see you. I was there. I was checking your live chat. So thank you so much for joining us again also on YouTube. And someone is asking, can you explain again how do you do the challenge? Please go back and watch the recording. We'll also avail it as well as also having it on the YouTube. I think we cannot just repeat it. Yeah,
Or
for those who love physical, I think let me just answer some things on YouTube. So for those who love the physical copies of the book, we're going to share with you the Amazon link to the Terraform up and running, where you can order the book on Amazon and you can get it, the physical one. It's by, I think, why O'Reilly. It's by O'Reilly or something. We'll share with you there on the WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah, no YouTube. People for YouTube are not left out. I think, is there any question I've not answered? Let's see on the YouTube. Physical books I've answered. Session is going to be 1 hour, maximum 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yes, you must use AWS in simple terms. Can you explain again, please rewatch the recording? Profile picture works, but you can't delete it. Yes, because it is fetching from Google, and as James has said, we haven't come up with a compression algorithm yet. Once you have that, you can add whatever picture you want to put there once it's set out. Yeah, I think
yeah,
back to you. To say something.
if anyone, I don't know if anyone has a question. If you didn't understand how it's being done, I can maybe, if you guys can reach 20, I can add you in a group and then I take you to in another example. Maybe I can do it tomorrow if you guys did not understand. So like if maybe 10 plus people, if they all DM me, and then I'm going maybe to make I'm going maybe to add you in a maybe Google Meet tomorrow, and then I take you through. Only if you didn't understand, even if you didn't understand, yeah, something like that. I don't know. Falade, you have a question
So
again, or
Yes,
are you?
please. Just a
okay,
quick
let's
one,
make
please.
yeah.
A quick one. Why you were going through the lab showing us how we can navigate. So I noticed that we don't have a proper insight about what we are going to see after clicking on the um attempt, what's it called? Attempt the this thing. So now like it's just so like I'm confused. I don't know what to even mean. So I don't know, maybe there is actually a breakdown or a write-up or something we'll go through before attempting this challenge. So like it's really vague to me. So I don't know. I've not opened the challenge, so I don't know what to expect. So I don't know
Wait,
if
you have not
no,
opened.
there's no time for. I've not opened it, so I don't know. We actually don't know what to expect. So is it a challenge? We'll just have to go and figure out ourselves, or we have a write up, or we have something we can follow through on
Yes,
the yeah.
yes. There's a follow through. There's a follow through of each and every challenge or project, the way you want to maybe to name it. There's a follow through, so it's not guesswork. You're not guessing anything. There is a step by step on how you're going to achieve it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Who else has a
Yeah,
question?
for those who joined in late, we've sent the WhatsApp link on the WhatsApp chat. I'm also sharing it on the YouTube chat just in case there's anyone who had not accessed the link to WhatsApp. It's already there. Thank you so much. I think we need to wrap this up here. It's already quite late for some of you, most of you, again, also for us. For me, as you can see, I'm still also in the office. I decided I'm not going to be there where there's a lot of fracas in the home. And we're really happy. Thank you so much for joining us. In case you still have any questions, feel free.
Falade. Again, you have another question? Or
No, 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 no.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So unless is there anything? Finally, at least we are at least a sizable number here. But in case you have anything for us or you'd like to give us feedback, please reach out to any of the admins. That is currently for now Nelson,
Oh,
myself,
there,
or
there.
James, or any queries. Yes, James.
I didn't know there are people on YouTube. There are other question on YouTube. Hello, oh, please. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
there are,
Let me see if there's something
but anyways,
again.
I've
Can I
answered most
please
of
get the
them.
link? People are asking for the link. Somebody can give them the link. The profile picture works, but you can't delete it. Who wants to change their profile? I'm saying you guys are on a better environment or like a staging environment. So there is no much functionality in the app. The app is not yet public. You guys are our beta testers. So don't worry about the profile picture. Nobody else is seeing it. Like it's just you guys for the challenge for right now. But if you really, really need to change your profile picture and then reach me out, I'm going to change it for you. Somebody's asking if they can use GCP. I think most of the tasks they're going to be mostly AWS native. AWS is actually free. Like it's free to create. It has free credits. It's the easiest actually. Can you explain again how do we do the challenge? Please text me in WhatsApp. I'm one of the admins in the WhatsApp group. Please text me. I can't repeat maybe again. This session is going to take too long. I appreciate. Hello, oh, please teach session in this. How long? Okay.
So
I
the
was
recording
about.
is going to be shared on the AWS ML
Yeah.
WhatsApp. I mean, not WhatsApp, YouTube channel. I know I live streamed on my own YouTube channel for people to join in because the other one collapsed while it did. But the recording is also going to be uploaded on the AWS AIML user group channel. I can share the link tree to the AWS AIML so that you can get the YouTube from there as well as all the other socials that you need to follow because you'll need it when you're posting, when you're tagging us on the channel, I mean, on the challenge. So I'm sharing it on the Zoom chat. So there's the link tree. You can subscribe to the channel there. So that said, yes, anything else, James, before we wrap it up? I think
I
we're really
I
over
don't have
time.
any question. I think maybe I'll assemble everyone who did not understand in a meeting tomorrow. For those who did not understand, please reach me out, and then we can do another walkthrough tomorrow. Yeah, and anybody who wants me to reset the account, or maybe you want me to change your profile, you can just reach me out, and then through time I'll be verifying people, so you'll have that badge there. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's make things happen.
See you on the clouds.
Thank you so much. And bye bye. Thank you so much.